turning me into a weapon for justice, they said. They got their weapon. I got cheated out of my childhood.
I know what that's like.
You do, don't you?
I don't want people to be worried about me. There's nothing to worry about. I don't want people to try and understand why I am the way I am, because I should be the first person to understand that. And I don't understand yet.
This art hurt me! This art sucks! You're living a lie! You're living a lie! Yeah, take it down! You're living a lie! This art is terrible!
Twin flames. Two souls that are always meant to be together. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it takes a parallel universe or something. But the thing about twin flames is that nothing can keep them apart.
None of it was real. It was all an illusion.
Baby, I don't understand it. What you're saying.
Don't you fucking touch me! Joel, get up! Joel, fucking get up! Please stop! Please don't shoot! Joel, please get up!
It's all eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Little life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Little life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Little life of a boss player that's even getting high. Hey, to my nigga Pop. Live my life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player that's even getting high. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted, but when I wake up I see you with me. And you say, as long as I'm here, no one can hurt you. Don't wanna lie here, but you can learn to. If I could change the way Can't you see yourself?
Anybody who's ever gone through depression would tell you that it's not just something in your mind, but rather it's something you feel in your body. As much as it's in your head, it's also in your stomach. Having anxiety and depression is like being scared and tired at the same time. It's the fear of failure, but no urge to be productive. It's wanting friends, but hate socializing. It's wanting to be alone, but not wanting to be lonely. It's feeling everything at once, then feeling paralyzing numb. This is a picture of what anxiety and depression at times feels like. Yet what I'm learning more and more in life is that it's fear that causes anxiety.
This is definitely not how a bride should look on her wedding day. The Unequal Marriage by the Russian artist Vasily Pukirev shows a young girl getting married to a much older man in the dark interior of an Orthodox church. The girl gazes downwards with heartbreaking sadness as she contemplates her fate. She timidly extends her right arm towards the priest before her, who is about to place the wedding band on her finger. Her red-rimmed eyes suggest that she has been crying a lot before the ceremony. The girl is the only figure in the painting bathed in a soft angelic light that enhances her youth, purity, and innocence. She is a mere child confined to an arranged marriage, and we sense that she has already resigned herself to her gloomy fate. Beside her, we see her soon-to-be husband standing tall and immobile, as stiff and vertical as the candle he holds before him. He is an embodiment of old age, entrapment, and rigidity. While his headpiece is forwards, restricted by his high collar, his eyes are fixated on the bride, as he watches her with curiosity. The cross around his neck and the matching star on his suit are rewards for his civil and military services, and this suggests that he must be a highly respected man, but also a substantially wealthy man. There are a few legends concerning Pukirev's inspiration for this painting. From a 1907 pencil drawing by the artist Vladimir Sukov, we learn that the bride is Praskovya Matvievna Varentsova. Pukirev was allegedly in love with Praskovya, but when her family wanted the poor girl to marry an older prince for wealth, Pukirev's artist's salary wasn't enough to salvage the situation. Others say that the painting was inspired by Pukirev's friend Sergei Varentsov, who experienced a similar situation. What is for certain is that with this painting, Pukirev is boldly criticizing the social inequality and commercialism of 19th century Russian society and the undeniable power of money. It was for this very reason that the life-size painting caused such a sensation and resonated so much with the contemporary public. Indeed, legend has it that the impact of this painting was so strong that after seeing it for themselves, elderly men refused to marry younger brides. To the very right, we see a man who looks suspiciously like Pukirev himself. With his arms folded before him, he watches the groom with suspicion, and the wedding in general with obvious disapproval. But the most intriguing of all the attentive wedding guests are two elderly women, at first hardly noticeable amidst the watchful men. Behind the groom's shoulder, there is an elderly woman who watches the groom suspiciously. She wears a veil and garland of flowers identical to that of the young bride. Another similar-looking woman can be seen to the very left of the painting. It has been suggested that these two women, both clad in funeral shrouds, are ghostly apparitions of the groom's deceased ex-wives, who watch his new union with disapproval. Or perhaps they are shadowy premonitions of the young bride's miserable fate. The real power of this painting lies in the bride's expression of defeated compliance, which tugs at our heartstrings, and we cannot help but wonder whether she will be confined to the unhappy union for the rest of her life.
When I first saw the engraving above, I had not up until then seen the painting. I was profoundly moved. The artist has captured the anguish of the grieving Yui at the death of her tiny lamb. Standing in the bleak, snowy landscape of winter, with large blackbirds crows waiting to devour the flesh of her newborn, her sorrow is palpable. I find that in fact the engraving more keenly portrays the bleakness of despair than the painting. I mostly appreciate art for aesthetic reasons, but since seeing this work, anguish most certainly conveys a meaningful message, particularly in view of the time of year and the recent death from exposure, pneumonia and hyperthermia of an estimated million tiny lambs here in the UK. Schenk 1828-1901 was known for his paintings of animals, many of which were thought to be allegorical in anguish. Schenk has given his distraught Yu an expression suggestive of despair mingled with stoic determination. Recognizing these decidedly human responses, the viewer might be expected to identify immediately with the animal's grim predicament. Yu's bravery in the face of the threat posed by the murderous circle of crows is perhaps, however, somewhat overstated in her defiant stance above the bleeding lamb. There is little subtlety evident in this work. Although anguish has a sentimental quality, Schenk did not intend this to be overt. Indeed, his sincerity in portraying the nobility in animals was not lost on his contemporaries, with a critic for Le Figaro describing the artist in 1878 as one of our finest animal painters. He is one of those originals of the species, not yet extinct, who prefer dogs to men and find more sweetness in sheep than women. This is by no means a derogatory statement, but is, rather, a testament to Schenk's abilities as a painter. Interestingly, if we accept that there is an anthropomorphic quality in anguish, then the surreal massing of the crows may well be Schenk's method of alluding to the inhumanity prevalent in society. The mother has just lost her child. It is winter, and there's no food. She knew he was in danger. She tried to feed him. She tried to keep him safe, but in the end, after yet another bitter night, he succumbed. Her grief feels all the more real, all the more like ours, for being inarticulate and wordless. Pure anguish. The crows are unbearably cruel. They gather when another is in agony. They sense the opportunity opened up by the problems of others. They are like the people we most fear, those who like it when we are miserable. The scene reminds us of a possibility we glimpse perhaps only in our own worst moments. That we won't always be able to protect what we love, our children, our homes, our dignity, that they might win.